Okay, let's get in the old hoopy here, and I'll run you up there, out back there, and show you kind of what I got going on. By the way, I had to call my neighbor last night and confess to him. Well, like I said, we were always joking around and teasing each other about who's got the most rigs, and I said he does, and he says I does, and that's gone back and forth for years around here, and so he's always watching. I can't sneak nothing in here without him knowing about it, and vice versa. So he came home with that big pink Cadillac, that fit 1957, by the way, pink Cadillac. And I told him he had more than me. Well, there was a couple here that I'd kind of forgotten about, that I wasn't counting. I forgot about that old Dodge 2-ton or ton and a half, whatever it is, sitting down on that old 1940 sitting down on the driveway. I wasn't counting that one. I didn't count the Subaru that we rolled off the mountain on the 4th of July. I don't know if I really should count that or not, but he let me get away. I called him up last night and I said, well, I got to confess, I have 16 and a half rigs here. Of course, the half is that front end of that 49 Nash is sticking out of the front of my shop. But he said he'd let me get away with not counting that. So it's just 16, I guess. But let's run out back here and I'll show you what I got going on. I put the disc on my tractor today, and I've been out here disking up a little bit and making a place to put my implements here. I got to get my backhoe out here, and I'm going to disc further up on the other side of those. And I'm making a fire break. Actually, I've got some my backhoe I'm going to put out here in the middle of this and kind of have it so the fire can't eat them up if we should get a fire. We're still got another month of fire season, I'm sure. That last one last year didn't happen until the last day of October. I've got to drag the Jeep out or start it up, put a battery in it and pull it out of there. It's kind of backed off in the brush. The other rigs I pulled in close to the house, and I can keep this whole area watered down real well and keep it nice and wet all around my house and shop and that flat area where the trailer and these other rigs are parked. But it kind of leaves my farm implements, my tractor implements, unprotected. So I've been out here disking up a place to kind of get some stuff out here in the middle of this and get rid of some of this fire fuel. So next step is Lorraine. We've got to get Lorraine started up, give her some love, get her out of there. Then I'll go ahead and disc this field up real good. But got another friend that might be bringing a rig up here. We'll see. I suspect that if I throw a battery in Lorraine and prime the carburetor, she'll probably pop off. We'll see about that. But anyway, that's just what I'm doing. A little bit of fire prevention work here. It's just so hot and dry. And a good friend down in Oregon, Jeff Bradshaw, down at elderlyiron.com down there, he was concerned about me last year because we had fires right up over the ridge a couple miles up here behind us, and it was pretty scary. And he's a fireman, so he knows about this stuff, and he knows the dangers, and he knows, he thinks about things. He's trained to think about things that you and I don't, or I don't at least. And one of the, I was talking last year about the fact that I can water this whole place down really well, and I've got sprinklers that I can move around, and I've got enough water that I can run either 6 big rain birds at a time or 120 misters, and if you change that around, you can keep this place really soaked down real well. And he mentioned that, well, when your electricity goes, your pumps go, and he's right, and that's a valid point and a good thing to keep in mind. But my situation here, I happen to be blessed with the fact that I don't have any pumps. All of my water is gravity flow, and the underground pipe comes from about a mile up on that hill. So I've got worlds of pressure, worlds of water. And my domestic water, I can run a few more sprinklers off of that as well. And that also comes out of a spring up the canyon from me. So that's all gravity flow with enough pressure. So I'm, fortunate in that way. I don't have to depend on the electricity to keep my water going around here. So if I wanted to, I could keep this whole area wet down that I'm disking up here, but I probably won't do that. I'll just set my tools out here in the middle so that they're not in that old dry grass. Some of it wouldn't hurt a whole lot, but it don't need to burn up, especially my backhoe. It's got the hydraulics on it, the hoses and fluid. I need to get that out of the fire danger. And my mower, move that up, my trailer. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've been disking out here and get on the old tractor and get my tunes going and my earbuds in, and away I go. And well, it's a pretty good life. See ya.